Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremayne, and today we're going to be doing some soap opera coming and goings from all of the shows: General Hospital, Young and Restless, Bold and Beautiful, and Days of Our Lives. But first, if you haven't done so, please take a minute to subscribe. The channel is growing. We're about to get to the halfway point of the 27.5 thousand subscribers. So, please go ahead and be part of the Soap Fam and join us for all these great spoilers you're going to love every week. Also, we have a membership where you get exclusive videos, early access to videos, articles, a whole lot. You get a lot when you're a member, so you should give it a try for at least a month. And we're going to go in ahead because we got a lot of people to talk about as far as coming and goings. I'm going to start with General Hospital, where we're going to, and some of these people, it was released a week or two ago about they would be on the show. I know everybody doesn't follow everything, but I wanted to make sure that it was true, especially around that whole, it was announced that Sean Blakemore would be returning to General Hospital on April Fool's Day. So in that, over in days with the E.J. Demir news, I was trying to make sure that that was true. So we're going to get into some things you may have already heard, but I'm sure I'm going to tell you some things you haven't heard yet. But in General Hospital, Sean Blakemore returns to General Hospital as Sean Butler. This is definitely going to affect Jordan, Curtis, Taggart, and Portia. Plus, he's TJ's real father. So this is a great time for Sean to be back on the show. Fans know he's in jail for something he didn't do. And now that Jason is locked up, he will most likely meet Jason in jail. And if he gets out, there's a good chance he's going to get out of jail. That this could have easily just been Jason running into Sean in jail, and then Sean ends up still staying in jail, making fans mad. But I did read that he has a contract. So there's a good chance that Sean's going to get out of jail. And it's going to be interesting to find out his reaction if he discovers that Nicholas is the real reason why he's in jail. So there's lots of great stories that can come out of Sean Blakemore returning to General Hospital. We also have Cameron Matheson is joining General Hospital. But we don't know if he's going to be playing his All My Children character, Ryan Lavery. It's under wraps of who he's going to be. We do know that All My Children is going to be a primetime show called Pine Valley. And they're going to be using the actors, some of the original actors, although it's going to focus on the kids. They're going to bring some original actors back. So this actually could be a great way to sort of usher General Hospital fans into the Pine Valley show eventually. But we'll see if he's actually going to be Ryan Lavery. Sydney Walsh is going to be playing Maggie, an inmate that Alexis meets. Is actually going to be her cellmate that she meets on Tuesday, April the 13th. Once upon a time, she played Judge Dolores Anderson on Young and the Restless. Plus, she has a long list of shows that she's done in the past as far back as T.J. Hooker. So she's been around for a while. Now I'm going to move on to Young and the Restless. It's official. Olivia Allen Lind is gone. I've already seen Monday's episode of Young and the Restless, and Raylan Castor is introduced to the show, and it may be a little jarring for audiences because she's clearly older and taller than Olivia. Also, there's a clear disconnect between Sharon and Nick in her scenes, which is understandable because as a new actress, they don't have that parent-daughter type chemistry right now. But, I'm sure they'll get it eventually. We also have a casting call that has gone out for a Young and Restless leading man, supposedly named Derek. Now, I'm going to read this casting call to you, and tell me who you think this is, because a lot of times, shows don't want you to know who they're trying to bring back or what characters. They try to keep some things secret. And so a lot of times, even on Days of Our Lives, when they were doing like the Sierra cast, they were using like a different name in the audition script. But when you read the audition script, it's clearly with Sierra. So we got a new leading man is heading to Geo City. The Young Restless has sent out a casting call for a contract character by the name of Derek. Derek is described as a white male in his mid-30s, all-American. He's incredibly attractive and physically fit. He's a leading man. He's a playful, roguish adventurer. That's important. Playful, roguish adventurer. He has seen enough to be jaded, but strong enough to remain at heart an optimist. Tough-minded when he needs to be, yet isn't afraid to show his emotions to get his point across. Who does that sound like? I don't know about you, but as soon as I saw Roguish Adventure, I said that's Chancellor. They're trying to find a new chance on the low because the other one was problematic, whether some of you care or not. But Abby can't be out there forever without a husband. So yeah, you can tell me in the comment section if you agree with me that it sounds like they're recasting Chancellor. But that's what it sounds like to me. We're going to move on to Melissa Claire Egan. She is expecting a baby boy, which means she's going to be having maternity leave coming up. The child is due in August. So I guess around July or so, we're going to be getting they're going to need an excuse to have Chelsea off the campus for a while to get at least a month of maternity leave. So I'm wondering if this is going to tie into the Addams story about her having to be off the show for a little while she's on her maternity leave. This is also a good thing for Melissa Claire Egan because she actually revealed to fans that she's had struggles with becoming pregnant. She's had struggle with infertility. So congratulations to Melissa and her husband for finally getting, the child that they were trying to have. Now I have some news on Bryton James. He is reuniting with Victoria Ryle on her soap opera. I don't know if you've seen it before, but it's called The Rich and the Ruthless, which was on a network called All Black. It's still on All Black. The first 3 seasons are on All Black. All Black is a streaming service that streams, black content, sort of like BET. Ironically, the show is moving to BET Plus. So whether you have All Black, which I do have that streaming service, also have BET Plus. So on BET Plus, the show, all 3 seasons are also on BET Plus now. If you don't know, Victoria has actually done some directing for BET Her. That's another streaming service that they have dedicated to black women, and I think it's actually a channel. So now she's made a deal to move all 3 seasons to BET Plus. Plus, she went on Instagram where Victoria posted that BET Plus is going to be the exclusive home for the new content for the show. So the new home for the show, which is season 4, is going to come out on May the 13th. So you can see Bryton James guest starring on The Rich and the Ruthless May 13th. So check it out. We're going to move on to Bold and the Beautiful, where we say goodbye to Vinny as Joe Lo Cicero turns out to be the person who came to an end on B&B. And his silly, crazy, and dumb, and sometimes evilish character has come to an end with his booty tooted up in the air. He died with his booty tooted up in the air. I was on social media cracking up. The character was so ridiculous that that's the way he went out. Brad Bell must not have liked him. Benny came onto the show as Thomas's friend who was allergic to his shirts just like him. And he ended, as quickly as he came in, he kind of went out. So we're moving on to Dan Martin. He returns to Bold and Beautiful as Deputy Chief Baker April 14th to start asking some questions around Forrester Creations. Dick Christie returns on April the 15th as Forrester Head of Security Charlie Weber. And finally, we have some Days of Our Lives news where we're going to go ahead and talk about E.J. Demir. The actor James Thomas Scott, I didn't write it down, but the actor that everybody wants to come back as E.J. Is not coming back. Daytime Confidential is reporting that Dan Ferrigel, I even went online on YouTube to watch him do an interview. He said his name so smoothly. Ferrigel. I think I got it right. He's going to be the new E.J. Demir. He played the gladiator Agron on the Starz series Spartacus. So, yeah, I've checked. I've actually been waiting for a while to see if this E.J. Demir news was true. I did put it on social media, and I did post it in the member section. But I, with the caveat that this is another thing that came out where people are saying that it was rumored that he would be EJ, but seeing that nobody has recanted in the last week or so, I'm going to go ahead and report it too. Finally, a reminder that Victoria Conefaul, who plays Sierra, should be gone very soon. On a podcast, she said that she only signed on for 16 episodes. Okay, so some news came in while I was editing the 13 comings and goings, and it's that Victoria Conefaul, I don't know if this is true, but it most likely is true, that her last week is the week of the 19th. There's a spoiler going around saying that she's going to go to Africa with Theo. If this happens, fans are going to lose their mind, because there are people that are still pissed at Ron for the Abigail Stefan incident, where he knew she had mental problems and he still engaged in a relationship with her. And there are still fans angry about that. So if they repeat the same story with Sierra going to Africa with Theo while she's mentally incapacitated, she has amnesia, she's not mentally well to be starting some new relationship, even though they're first loves and everything. Fans will be angry because she's a married woman. So, yeah, fans aren't going to be happy with this story if that happens. Now, maybe a month and a half ago, when she first returned to the show, there was early spoilers that said that she would be leaving the show to go visit her mother, Hope. I hope that they go in that direction. It would make more sense for her to, go be with her mother to recuperate versus going to Africa with Theo. Yeah, so wrap your mind around that. Also, I realized that the 13th person, when the coming and goings, I missed a person. So it's from Young and the Restless. Leanne Rose returns as Amanda's sister, Imani Benedict, on April the 29th. So yes, Amanda's going to get a visit from her sister, and hopefully it will be a good visit now that she's the lawyer for the grandfather, and it's not more of what we got before. That's it for the casting news. Hopefully you enjoyed this news. At least happy that some people are coming. Maybe a little sad that some people are left or going. And let me know in the comment section what you think about, everything that's happening on in the soap world and the coming and goings. Thanks for watching.